Sushil Kumar Gupta, not present. Sri Ajit Kumar Bhuyan from Gallery 5. Yeah, please.
सर एक आंख पे पट्टी बांध के आइए, कल से उधर देखना नहीं पड़ेगा आपको सर।
ठीक है, जैसे मांग, हाँ आ गया।
बोलिए गैलरी 5 से आप बोल।
ठीक है,
गैलरी 5।
थैंक यू Vice Chairman sir
Please
for
don't.
giving me
No, no, please.
an opportunity
Jafarji, please. No.
to speak on the Surrogacy Regulation Bill 2020.
कोई आपस में बात न करे प्लीज। प्लीज यू।
The Surrogacy Regulation Bill 2020, with its proposal to ban commercial surrogacy, is yet another example of how out of touch with ground realities our lawmakers are. It puts a complete ban on commercial surrogacy and allows only quote ethical, altruistic surrogacy. By virtue of being non-commercial, altruistic surrogacy is presumed to be ethical. In the name of regulating surrogacy, to curb the exploitation of surrogates and of children born through surrogacy, what this bill in fact does is curtail the rights of women surrogates. Here, the basic but flawed assumption is that by removing the commercial component, exploitation will be curbed. Thus, the solution provided is to move towards ethical, altruistic surrogacy, where a surrogate who has mandatory to be a married woman with a biological child of her own must be a close relative, this term is not defined further, of the intended couple and provide surrogacy service free of cost. Given how much pressure marital, also natal, families exert even for traditional pregnancy, did the government really expect women would not be forced into being surrogates against their will? There is no recourse against such coercion and family violence in the bill. As per the bill, the child must not be a genetic descendant of the surrogate. Thus, even though she is fertile, the surrogate may not undergo much simpler artificial insemination, but will have to go through complex medical procedures like embryo transfer, meant for those who are unable to carry a pregnancy without intervention. In other words, women must undergo all the trials and tribulations of highly invasive medical procedures purely out of love and compassion. It prevents the surrogates from getting paid for their labor when everyone else involved in the process gets paid for what they do. Why expect just women to be altruistic about it? Is that not exploitation in itself? Why force women alone to carry the burden of altruism? While the bill takes away the agency of women to decide whom they might wish to be surrogates for, it also excludes many persons from accessing surrogacy services. By saying that such services will only be available to Indian married couples who have been married for about 5 years and do not have a child of their own. This means that all those who are not married, single people, live in couples, those who cannot get married, trans and queer persons of couples cannot access surrogacy. This is highly discriminatory. Sir, years of experience show that blanket bans do not curb but actually increase the exploitation of marginalized persons by creating underground markets. Instead, if the lawmakers really wanted to end exploitation, they should have provided clear guidelines for taking care of surrogates in terms of their medical and legal rights. With these words, I oppose the bill, and I think the Honorable Minister will look into the matter. And finally, sir, opposition have boycotted the House. I am with the opposition, but because of after considering the importance of the bill, I spoke few words, and now I am walking out.
Thank you, Bhuyan. Next speaker, Shri Ajay Pratap Singh. Ajay Pratap Singh ji. Shri Ajay